Hi, my name is Scott Clark. I'm principal at MOSAIC Elementary School in the Melville School District. Here at MOSAIC, we personalize learning based off of students' interests, passions, and pace of learning. MOSAIC is kindergarten through fifth grade, roughly about 270 students. With co-teaching, we have 2 teachers in each studio.
The co-teaching has been amazing. I think not only do we plan together like most teachers do, but we know all the kids.
The studio is comprised of about between 42 to 45 students. So you won't find teacher desks, you won't find student desks. It almost feels like more walking into a Starbucks than walking into a classroom.
I usually work at my assigned spot, but sometimes I'll work on the carpet. And then we have flexible seating, like bouncy seats and pillow that you can sit on.
Kids are sitting all over the place, laying on the floor, there's papers everywhere. That's okay. When people walk in, it seems like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? But when a visitor actually stops and talks with a student, that student can tell them exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, what they're learning from it, and so they'll see that it's actually organized chaos.
Each of our students have a learning menu.
You don't have to do them in specific order, but I like to do them in the order.
We have what's called our must-dos and our may-dos.
We call them their meals and their desserts, and it is truly a menu. And their meals are their must-dos, and once they accomplish maybe 3 or 4 must-dos, they can move on to their may-dos, their desserts.
And if you finish like all of these, you get to do like fun stuff. We'll be able to like make a bookmark, make a poster about a book we've read.
They're excited to learn because they know that they're learning about what they want to learn, and then they get to show us what they've learned. You will never walk through the halls of MOSAIC and see 25 of the same exact project hanging out in the hallway. So if it's building a model, if it's creating a book, if it's directing a video, if it's putting it together in Google Slides, it's how they want to show what they've learned, how they can show mastery of our learning targets.
For teachers, it's probably an evolution.
It's a different mind shift, that's for sure. But I think once you realize the value and the aha moments for the kids, it makes it all worth it.
It's not just one teacher's ideas, but 2, 3 teachers' ideas, and then they start to bounce off each other and explode into that final, oh, this is the great idea.
I think for students, it's probably a revolution.
And this school is much more different because it like, you get to pick what you can do and then do it and finish it.
It's the right way to teach, and that's what I love about it, because every kid is getting exactly what they need.
When kids get so involved in their learning that they're willing to stand up for themselves and justify their thinking, I feel like that's where the learning is really taking place.
We're not just changing to change. We don't know what's going to be relevant 15 years from now. What we do know is that those students are going to have to be able to solve problems. We know that these students are going to have to work with others.
I'm hoping that as the work world evolves, that we continue to evolve as well.
You have to be ready for that mind shift. It's not something that's easy to take on. It took us a long time to get here, but man, once we got here, we're so glad we did it.
They're people just like we are, just smaller versions of us. So by giving them the tools, they are able to move mountains.